went the kidder transport to England, and my parents were still in Germany when we left in 1938. After my father came back from Dachau in the Kristallnacht, November 1938, they told everybody when they released him from the concentration camp that they better get out of Germany because they shouldn't expect to be released if they get the concentration camp again. Clearly, they would kill them all. And at the time, it was very difficult to find a country to go to. We had all the guarantees for an American visa, but we were number 22,000 on the waiting list at the consulate in Stuttgart. So had we waited for that, we'd all be dead. My parents tried South America and soon realized that it was difficult for a family of 4 to get a visa to any country. So they decided reluctantly to send my sister and me on the kinder transport, which was an English rescue scheme for 10,000 German Jewish children to England without their parents. While we were in England, my parents went on going from consulate to consulate to try and find a country that would take them until their turn came up to go to the United States. And finally, in the beginning of 1940, April 1940, they got a visa for Ecuador in South America. Now the problem was how to get to Ecuador. My sister and I were in England waiting to hear how they would go, and of course the first idea was to take a ship from Italy. Italy entered the war at that time. There were no more European ports, all European ports were closed, and we were pretty desperate, not knowing how to get out. Then, at the beginning of July 1940, we received the cable. I think she put the cable in the diary. Do you have the diary? No? Okay. The cable said that our uncle in America informed us that they're trying to get our parents out of Germany via East Asia. I was a boy of 14 at the time. I looked at the atlas and I couldn't figure out how do you get from Germany to Ecuador via East Asia. It turned out that they had to take, the Russian border was open. This was the time before Hitler attacked Russia. There was a non-aggression pact, Ribbentrop, Molotov, and the Russian border was open. So they could go to Moscow and then take the Trans-Siberian Railway, which you see on the screen, which is the longest railway route in the world, 9 days and 9 nights, from Moscow to Vladivostok, here at the bottom, from Vladivostok to Japan, where they were put up by friends who had escaped to Japan, from there by boat to North America, South America, until they landed in Ecuador. This is the...
Oh, it's not moving.
Oh, the railway is moving? Does the train move?
No.
That doesn't matter. Here is Ecuador, and that was their final destination. Question? This is the telegram, if you can read it. Aufhauser, this was one of Keith's relatives, grandfather, notifying that the parents of safe arrival in Russia. That was the first telegram we had that they were out of Germany and safely in Russia. In the diary, in Erica's diary.
You came to Israel as a young bachelor without any money. You were married in 1956. There was no housing in Jerusalem. How did you solve the problem of finding a home where you could raise a family?
I got together with a group, I formed a group of other young couples who were